Hey YouTube, JGreen302. It's been a fucked up day. It is 9:45 p.m. the day Hurricane Sandy hit the East Coast. We were ground zero. So let's talk about it. Perfect testing time. This is the shit I live for. Very disappointed. So, let's talk about the things that went wrong. Let's talk about the things that went right. Wrong. Good thing my ammunition is in watertight cans. When? The canvas bags that have all my guns. Bad. Most everything is elevated, but some were waiting to be cleaned. Some were lined up against the wall, which means everything's going to have to go through, and I'm going to have to clean and check everything. Minor oops in the event of all the other shit that was going on. Good. Motorcycle helmets and motorcycle jackets in inclement weather. What a wonderful, wonderful idea here. Don't ask me why. I had to go out to the farm and check on the animals. It's about 3 or 4 miles away. Great time to check out the 4x4, make sure the Baja lights were running and, you know, all that other good shit. And for whatever reason, I said, fuck this. I'm going to grab my helmet. I'm going to grab my gloves. I'm going to grab my big, thick, armored motorcycle jacket because I don't want the wind blowing in my face. I don't want to be wet. I don't want to be chasing my hat. And by God, that worked. When you have to walk around a big facility and check on a whole bunch of stuff in the middle of a hurricane, that motorcycle jacket does exactly what it's supposed to do. And the fact that it was armored as I was walking around at night, you would have to shoot me because a knife wasn't going to get through. I was comfortable. The helmet, what a smart idea. I could walk around with 35, 40 mile an hour winds blowing in my face with wide open rain. I didn't care. Had a visor. There's a reason why that full armor gear makes sense. Just thought I'd mention that. Hurricane Sandy. Anybody ever heard of HAARP? You might want to go check that out. If you look at all the HAARP data, HAARP, you will find that a lot of HAARP activity was going on steering Hurricane Sandy. How interesting, right before the elections, this big hurricane gets steered right into the upper East Coast where one very rarely ever goes. Correlation? Coincidence? I'll make my own conclusions. You figure it out yourself. So, motocross gear. Very good stuff. Always keep your weapons and ammunition well stored above any water level that you could conceivably dream of. New adjustment to my whole setup, to say the least. What else? Fukushima. Folks, pay attention. Keep an eye on the information, because if in case nobody's been paying attention, there has been no fucking news. Let me give you some news. There are radiation counters on the East Coast, in Seattle, Washington, all along that area. What has not made the news? That the average counts per minute anywhere for normal purposes about 25. In the last 4 months, it's went from 25 up to 700 to 900 counts per minute on the West Coast. Reactor 4 at the Fukushima reactor has sunk 32 inches. It is a big, huge concrete box filled with water, loaded up with spent fuel rods that are cooking at like 2,000 degrees centigrade and require a long, long cool down time. This is why they are in water. It's 100 feet above the ground. One earthquake, anything that would structurally disable that box and leak that water out, and those things explode. And when they explode, they get in the air. And then you have, I think they said it was 87 times the radiation of Chernobyl being blown into the atmosphere. Don't know about you, but this hurricane's a joke compared to radiation. If it's in the water, if it's in the ground, if it's in every animal that you can shoot and eat, you got a problem. Pay attention to it. The little $4 Amazon sticker that I put in my truck is actually reading about 100 counts per minute, according to the graying out value, which I found interesting because the average is 25. So I'm keeping a very close eye on that. Otherwise, Hurricane Sandy came in. Yeah, the office is leaking a little bit. Yeah, the wind is out there, the rain. Not enough to test anything. But it was a good shakedown. As you can see, the electric has not gone off, which is a shame because I want to really test some of the backup systems. But, hey, I'm in the middle of it. I'm sitting in a hurricane, and I'm making this video. What a great time to sit down and pour out some thoughts. There they are. Thanks for listening.